stereo is loud in the stillness, so he thumbs it off, but the windshield wipers squeak, so he turns them off too, and then stops the motor. It is too quiet. If everything were going to be okay, there would be a word, a voice, a sound, something, anything. But the only sound he can hear is an echo, a memory, the undertone that came with the thud and crumple of metal, the inevitable weakness of a body. He wishes it had simply been an empty soda can, but he knows it was a human being. He gets out of the truck. He moves as slowly as he can force himself to. He hit a deer once, more than a year ago, not long after he got the truck running, but that was different. The animal bounded out in front of him, dumb-eyed and desperate. He barely had time to touch the brake before his fender tore open the deer's belly. When he stopped the truck and walked back to where the deer was crumpled on the shoulder, it was still alive, a sort of miracle. But the wrong sort of miracle. Guts spilled onto the asphalt, the slow sodium light of the streetlights washing everything down, the doe's breath, a desperate whistle of blood, her right hind leg scraping weakly against the ground as if she was still trying to stand. He watched her like this for a minute or two, and then went back to his truck. If he'd had his hunting knife with him, he could have been merciful, but there was nothing to do other than head home to hose off the blood and gore. He had to use a pair of pliers to fish out a chunk of the doe's skin that was lodged in the creased fender. Now, he walks the long way around the front of the truck, touching the hood, and then looking at the memory of the deer imprinted on the front fender. The metal still bears an ugly kiss. When he has made his way around the truck, he looks. The body is 10, 20 feet behind the bed of the truck. He knows it is a person, but in the shadows and the false light coming from the house, it could be anything else. He wants it to be anything else. A soda can, a doe. But it is, and always will be, stubbornly, a dead body. -10. Halloween come and gone. It's the month of November, and it is a miracle. Jessup is still playing football. The first time in 40 years that Corsica High School has made the playoffs. Jessup is a senior, 17 years old and big. He was athletic even when he was small, but he's grown into himself. Played all 4 years on varsity. 4 years of snot and blood. Freshman, sophomore, junior year, they got bounced before the playoffs, but this year, they've only lost 2 games. Tonight they play Kilton Valley High. Win or go home. His cleats click and splash on the wet cement as he jogs to the stadium. Rain started in the middle of the night, and it's been near freezing all day. He could smell the coming snow before he even walked out of his house this morning. A wet bruise on the air. All day during school, sitting in math or English, the familiar itch of game day making his knee bounce, Jessup kept looking out the window, waiting for the sky to decide it was time to turn from rain to snow. Now, with the sun down, the sky has decided on neither. Sleet. But he can feel the temperature still dropping. The sleet will make the transition to water-heavy snow soon enough. He's in the middle of the pack of boys heading to the stadium. He steps off the sidewalk as they cut across the asphalt parking lot. There's a puddle of slush that the other boys jump over or dance around, but not Jessup. He's on a straight line. He's not moving for nothing, steps right in the puddle. The icy water splashes his ankle, soaks through his sock. He doesn't care. He'll be soaked soon enough. Only a few days earlier, it was warm.